felt when each one of my babies was born. The amount of warmth and overwhelming love I felt was bar none. We as dads aren't always seen. So this is a global shout to all dads, dynamic astronomical dudes. Being a parent is a privilege that we sometimes take for granted. What's up, Dad?
D.A.D. That's the name of a man. I tip my hat to the many names before D.A.D. That's the name of a man. I tip my hat to the many names before D.A.D. That's the name of a man. I tip my hat to the many names before D.A.D. That's the name of a man. I tip my hat to the many names before D.A.D. I tip my hat to. We were part of your conception, our first connection. For 9 months after that, we too crazy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dadchop, where
What's up?
chop it up, Dad style. All right, so this is me, Chuck, Charles,
and Jay. What's up?
Word. We're on our way to do our first Dadtivity.
Dadtivity.
So, you want to tell us what Dadtivity is today, Jay?
So, I've been,
Get us some overhead light.
there we go. I have to go to Comcast to return a couple of routers that they've been charging me for every month that I'm not even using, that I told them that I'm not using. So now I gotta go give these things back, and hopefully they can work with me, and I can get some money back from this. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know.
And the great thing about going to Comcast is nothing. Been there a couple times myself in the last couple months just to try to get equipment upgrades, man. Yeehaw. But it's good. We're cool. We're out here in the Albuquerque area, 505. That's right, Balloon Fiesta, home of Breaking Bad, which I've been on an episode of, at least one.
Albuquerque.
And it's kind of cool. So, yeah. Dadtivity.
And what episode is that? Plug.
Oh, plug. It would be called No Rough Stuff Type Deal, Season 1. I play Mr. Wilson, the security guard.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. Aside from that, I'm going to let you know you're dealing with 2 hip-hop heads, 2 b-boys, graffiti, rap. We kind of do a lot of things. So we want to bring you a lot of fun. We're dads, yes. We're older men, yes. But, you know, we still have life in us. You know, you don't get older and fall apart. Well, you do fall apart. Like, I got this eye thing, right, going on. And I got to get this thing jabbed again with a needle, right? Another needle for, like, the 3rd time already, man. This is, like, crappy. The crusty thing is... Well, check it out. The crusty thing is, like, before they start removing my eyelids, I had the procedure scheduled for today, and it's now been postponed until next week.
Oh, for today?
Yeah,
oh,
so
no,
it's supposed to be this afternoon. So now, here I am. Gotta wait another week, which is cool. So that's gonna kind of suck. Because you kind of get anxiety ridden, you know, before you get stabbed in your eye with a needle. So, I don't know. It just tends to happen that way. All right, well, smiling and moving on. Oh my God, this is crazy. We're just kind of doing a mobile first time shot of what a dadtivity is like.
Yeah.
So we've taken a couple of right turns.
We call it doing the duties. It's our daily duties, stuff that, you know, we as dads, you know, do every day on a daily. So we just call them the daily duties.
Pretty much. Laundry's part of that. Cleaning the house.
Mopping, sweeping.
Gotta pick
cleaning
up the dog
bathrooms. Yeah.
Take care of my kids quite a bit. Like, you know, they're kind of spoiled. I mean, I figured as a stay-at-home parent, if any other stay-at-home mom would go clean the room and pick up the laundry and make the bed,
right,
why couldn't I do the same as a stay-at-home dad? You know what I mean? Like, I don't just let the mold and mildew ride. I mean, my son is 11, and my youngest son anyway. You have an older son and an older daughter, grandchild. Woohoo! I mean, granddaddy. Love it. Aside from just making sure that the whole family is like squared away. It's just like, I think you just fall in. You just kind of fall into the whole thing. It's like a routine. But I have my specific routine for the cleanup. Like, you have to do certain things in order to appease me. And usually all that is just tidying up. I don't ask for a whole lot. I don't need you to fold it all and put it away because kids, we all know. But I was saying my 11-year-old, his room smells like a gym sock already. You know what I mean? Like, good Lord. I'm like, good gosh. And as soon as he gets home and takes his shoes off, his sister's like, kryptonite, you're killing me. So
that's how my 16-year-old is. I have a 16-year-old boy as well. And he does MMA, and he's very active at school. So dude comes home, pulls his socks off, doesn't put it in the dirty hamper, so you walk in his room, and of course that's what you smell. So, you know, doing his laundry ain't that fun. So at least getting him to put it in the dirty hamper, I'm working on.
Yeah, if I can get that done, I'd be freaking astounded, man. I got laundry piles, I got shoe closets all over my house. Because, you know, the closet where they should keep their shoes, they have the shoes they don't ever wear in there.
Right.
And then the ones that they do wear are all
over
scattered everywhere else.
Yeah.
Got them in living rooms and everything. By the door. I got flip-flops outside ready to go. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, what the sad demons is going on, man? But, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, again, out here in the 505 Albuquerque, New Mexico, bringing it to you dad style, you know what I'm saying? Doing it up like that. Oh, wow. I got sidetracked. Looking over here at these shopping center, right? While I'm looking at these buildings over here. Yeah, all right. So we're going to pick this back up once we arrive at the Comcast building. Again, welcome to Dadchop, where we chop it up dad style. All right, so whether or not they allow us to, we up in here right now in the waiting area. We're gonna actually sit down on this bench. It's like right over here. Yeah.
What type of seat on the Comcast bench? All right, so now that we're on the Comcast couch.
So here's the deal. This is one of those dad moments where we're gonna sit here and we're gonna smile just a little bit. And we're going to say, hey, what's up? Welcome to Dad Universe. Dad Universe. Dad Universe. That's because we don't have special effects yet.
We'll get the reverb on there soon.
Indeed. So, like I mentioned before, we're a couple of B-boys. We're, you know, some dads with some vision, I guess, to a degree. And this show will pretty much, I think, be about the goodies that are, like what life is for us, man. You know, whether it's good. I don't really think it's really bad. I mean, I don't think stuff happens, but I try to always have a half glass full view as opposed to half empty. So I'm still here every day. I've been to combat. I survived it, and I'm still here. So, like, there's lots of good that's come out of everything that I guess could have been construed as bad. But, you know, life is life. So, we just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got our speed bumps and, you know, we get through it.
Indeed, right?
Day at a time.
With a smile. All right, so we'll see y'all later. All right, so we're here chilling with my man, Jay.
What's up, Jay? Peace. How you doing?
Word. I'm in there. I just have my head until I
Chuck,
get this tripod
Jay,
popping.
and Jay.
Indeed. So we're at the corner store. He's the new owner of said corner store. So this is our first special guest today.
Honorary. Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
Indeed. So today we were kind of talking about as dads. Slide in, sir.
Oh,
there we go. Look, well, we do like about right there. I think that way we're all in frame. He's crane wise. There we go.
See, I'll come in on the side like this. Yes.
So, we were today discussing automotive stuff, negligence, not paying attention to your oil,
letting engines blow,
running out of fuel, things of that nature.
Yeah.
I've done at least one of those things. I've blown an engine as a young teen. I think my man.
I've done it before. Tried to stretch my dollar till I got paid and just didn't make it. Ran out of gas, and it just made more trouble than it had to be. So.
But it would appear, the odds, like by numbers, that there is a human being on this planet who has never run into anything like that because of common sense that he held, that I did not own at 16 or 17 somehow in there. I don't know what I did there. It is back up on a 10-speed. My man Jay never had that issue because
I grew up around cars.
boom.
I was paying attention to the lights when they come on.
Yeah.
What it means.
Yeah.
Air going out my tire, the tire driving to one side, meaning the tires getting low over here. Well, I was always told that, so I just paid attention.
Or the alignment might be off if they start
Right, I start pulling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And-
like I said, pay attention.
And those are dope principles because like my mom was on that tip too. You know, like those were the basic things that she could tell me. But you know, it was kind of nuts because I didn't really grow up grasping all that about automotives. So my mom was at the shop, and I wasn't asking the shop dude any questions. You know what I'm saying? He's just there. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like this is like 1970 something, 80 something. I was out there trying to whip a Jerry curl around at some point. You know what I'm saying? So things were happening. But we just wanted to get in here on Dadchop and say what's up to one of the local gentlemen from the area. Again, we're back in the 505 doing it up like that in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yes, sir.
If you like this joint, just stay tuned because there's always going to be more Dad Chop for sure. Why? Because this is where we chop it up. Dad style. Boom! Peace! All right. Well, it appears as though we've made it into the man cave. I love it. Great. So here we go without the other stuff. So the other stuff meaning the ums. We going Anyhow, here we go. So, question. New York Giants fan. Question.
I already know where this is going.
Dallas Cowboy fan. Yes, that's right. Two NFC Eastern Divisional opponents sitting in the same room. That's like bananas, right? Like You're like, yo, there should be like some mad anger, like what's going on? But nah, it's not really about that because I do love the game of football. It just so happens that one of my friends actually happens to like a rival within the same division. Yeah. So we were actually talking.
I hate Dallas, don't mean I hate him.
Right?
Like
Likewise.
He's pretty cool.
And that's how it works. I mean, you know, I'll let him breathe the same air that I do as I feel like whatever, right? So,
dude, I don't know what's going on with Eli. You know, he can't put all the blame on the offensive line. Yes, offensive line isn't doing
shnikes.
Yeah, for him. Because he's averaging 5 sacks a game. 5.
Well, they're averaging 5 sacks on him a game per se. Like, because I never really blame the quarterback for that. Like, and it's so crazy because they have to carry that. Like, even when you're watching the games with Dak, they're like, yeah, he got sacked and this and that. But it's like almost like, but mention the fact that the line is performing poorly for their quarterback. Yeah. Because their job is to protect this dude.
And they just picked up some new offensive line cats. And then they picked up a running back.
But those dudes gotta get beat up first by the pros, especially if they're rookies. They gotta taste that veteran sting first. Then we can get to the meat of what's going on. Just like Dallas. Nobody's giving them an opportunity to develop a lot of this young rookie talent. They just think these guys are supposed to come out and because Dak's decent quarterback, throwing the ball, watching the field, doing the things he needs to do, that's just supposed to be instantaneous, and it's not instantaneous chemistry. Jesus Christ. When you go to school every year, top of the year, do you have instantaneous chemistry because you rolled in the classroom and everybody's like, yo, what up? Probably not. You probably had to find some form of chemistry. When you
Breaking,
play high school sports,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When you play high school sports, same chemistry, man.
But still, when it comes
change.
down to it, when you're on the field, you need to do your job. That's your job.
Enough.
That's why you're there.
So get it together, offensive lines. Protect these boys
Chop.
so they can actually do their job.
But yeah, you know what's funny is Eli right now actually has like the highest completion and
Nice.
but it's funny, it's not long yards. He's dumping. He's doing those short 5 to 7 yard tosses before he gets hit because he can't. I'm sure Odell's running his routes like he's supposed to, and I'm sure his tight end is doing what he's supposed to. But if he doesn't have that 3 seconds, not even 2 seconds, I'll be generous. 3 seconds is generous. He doesn't have that 3 seconds to let the ball go to get it to him.
And Eli is a pocket quarterback.
Yeah.
So he's the scrambles that he does look how amazed the announcers get when he does scramble.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Eli is running. Where did he get that from?
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden.
Like the Super Bowl miracle when he broke the tackle and he got the toss off to David Tyree, which got them there and then set up for the touchdown. And, everybody was stoked because he pulled out and,
Yeah. But when he does that, it's a rarity. So you already know you got to protect the pocket quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dak is a more mobile quarterback. I just think that our problem isn't in Dak so much as it is coaching.
Yeah.
Like, I think the coaching just has to kind of evolve. Even if it's still Garrett. Even if Jason Garrett stays as the coach. The bottom line, sir, is he's got to get a little more aggressive with the chess pieces that he has because he's not playing that kind of game. And the NFL
He's playing checkers, not chess.
Right? And the NFL has transitioned into that game. I know I keep looking away from the camera because it's so distracting because I keep looking over here at Master Yoda who's got his lightsaber like just ready to go and chop somebody up. My ad over here. Here, let me just take a look real quick. There we go. Those are the fellas. Chilling with the fellas. Now turn back around this way. Oh, a little crooked. Yep, sorry. All right. So we'll call that the spin around or something. I don't know.
And look at the Raiders.
Oh yeah.
Chucky. They got Chucky. It's supposed to be the truth. Oh, it's a godsend. This is it. We're gonna make things right. And he's not doing shit for them. They just got rid of Amari Cooper.
Yeah, you know where he went. So, what that does, everybody says, what is that going to do for the Dallas Cowboys? Well, what it actually does is it puts a threat on the field. So, now you got to pick your poison. You're either going after Cole Beasley, Terrence Williams when he gets out of being in trouble. We already got rid of Bryce Butler, which is crazy because it's like you bring him in, you get rid of him, you bring him in, you get rid of him. So, anyway, Bryce is gone. We got Amari. Another weapon on the field. So now you got to pick your poison, who you double covering, who you going after. If you double cover, two of our
Cole Beasley is a good weapon.
But I was gonna say if you cover one of the two super fast weapons that we have out there, you know what I'm saying?
Fast too.
Then you got that. You got that Tavon Austin kid. You know what I'm saying? We have weapons, man. Now, we've got a guy who can leap bound, and I've been watching his reels, and he's going up between, 2-3 defenders at a time, the Samari kid, and, snagging the ball and putting his hands on it. Dez, while you talking about that head about, I'm this and I'm that. Yeah, you are nice. Nobody's going to do that. But if your hands could just have stayed on the ball a little bit more, maybe you still be there in Dallas. I don't know, son. That had nothing to do with me. I just watched your performance as the couch coach at the crib, and I really wasn't that impressed. And I'm not saying that I'm nicer than you because I'm an old ass dude. But what I am telling you, brother,
it's just observation.
Just
not a judgment. It's an observation.
But like I said, just stop it with the whole trying to be super critical of what they're doing, man. They're trying to rebuild. You were part of that initial build, son. take that and put that pride inside of you and roll with that. All right, I get off you because you probably won't even watch this. But the whole thing is this.
Yo, what if you had like Antonio Brown on one side,
replacements are
Odell
crucial.
Beckham Jr. on the other side, and who would you want as a quarterback? Aaron Rodgers?
Dude, no, man, you know what? I still stick with Dak. You know why? Because Dak's got a good arm. He's got those mobile legs. And the dude, he's built like a running back.
So
and
Russell Wilson's the same
right?
way.
But I just think if you give Dak, like, here's the thing. The first
It's
season.
just a hypothetical.
Well, no, I know. That's why I say I would probably take Dak. And here's why. Because his first season when he came in, there was no film on Dak other than, the college reels or what's not. And so that's what people got a chance to study. And you know how you play your first season, then everybody gets a chance to look at you and see. Well, if everybody in the press and everybody at home knows that Dallas prides themselves on their running game, and you keep putting that out there, and you keep stating that, then we know that's the plan. We're going to use the running game, and that's what we're going to run down your throat.
And that's what the Giants are doing when we had Brandon Jacobs and Maud Bradshaw, and it was ground and pound. That's Giants football.
But my whole point in all of that is you take away from what you're trying to build with the quarterback when you do that. And so now everybody looks at it like if Dallas doesn't have their running game, then Dallas doesn't have crap because we don't have a good quarterback. But we do have a good quarterback. But we also have to have a solid running game. But it's not about Dallas needing that. That's about every NFL team, period, because it's called balance. It's called hitting all the phases of the game. So basically, you got to have the run because the run yields to the pass yields to the run, and all of that yields to one another. So if your quarterback's mobile, and then you have the ability to throw the ball, but you have quality reception on the other end of that, this is what makes Eli Manning great. Because he's always had bomb-ass receivers, man. When he has dudes that make a second and third effort to ensure that they are where that freaking ball is going to be. Odell Beckham is a beast when it comes to this. Because he makes sure that he's where his assignment is. He's on point. So all Eli has to do is deliver. And so I'm not taking away. Sorry, and then I'll shut up. But I'm not taking away from Eli. Because he's a good quarterback. What I'm saying is his skill doesn't suck. I'm saying he can get the ball where it needs to be. It's the receiver that makes that extra effort, too, that I see that in the games that I watch.
Yeah, well, I was just saying that just goes back, again, to the offensive line. The offensive line has to give him those 3 friggin' seconds so Odell can do Odell. Because if the hand touches it, he's bound to catch it.
Yeah, he's going to have it, I'm sure.
Because that's just how he's got,
And can I just tell you that I got to jump back on Des real quick. You know what I thought was funny? When OBJ was freaking making all those one-handed catches. Did you notice that's every time you watch Des practice, he was trying to make one-handed catches.
Oh, was he really?
Oh, my God. I was getting sick of that. I was like, dude. I can make pancakes. You want to compete with me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I make some mean waffle sticks.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go with the waffle sticks, man? I was like, wow, let the one-hand catch thing go. Get both hands on that John. And that's why you found yourself exiting Dallas, son. It wasn't the one-hand catch show, man. We got to win games, B. So now we got some two-handed catchers. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? And with Amari being added, like I said, it's just another weapon. And I believe we can utilize that to perfection,
I like Amari Cooper.
I just want to see
what he does. It's going to be an interesting. I want to see how he transitions.
Well, I saw a little bit of practice tape on him yesterday at Dallas, and he looked good. I mean, caught all the passes; they were crispy coming to him. He caught them, doing his drills. So we'll see what's up, man.
See how he does on the field.
If he's the hands, man. But see, the great thing is. I'd be sick because I'd be sending especially when you do the full line and you're just gonna send everybody. Son, I'd have Tavon out there. I'd have the wide receiver speed core out there. I'd be like, look, I got 5 flashes from 5 alternate universes on the planet right now. Deal with that. Plus, I got this beast-ass running back behind me and a quarterback who can beast down on you, too, should he need to. So, I'll be like, deal with the Flash Force, son.
So I feel like
y'all talking about...
the Rams are doing that right now.
Right?
Sorry. We'll bleep that. I'm working on it. Anyways, the Rams.
Yeah.
Like, huge.
Yeah, just doing it, man.
Yeah.
Playing football, playing the game of football, and being aggressive. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like that conservative, let's watch the clock and let's make sure that we, get in field goal range and all that. That's how you, like they say, play to lose, man. Mm-hmm. If you play to go get the touchdown, you may end up with the freaking 3-point kick, and then you're in the tie. But if you shoot for the 3-point kick or the end of game kick, come on, man. Fates sometimes just punch you in the newts, man. And that's just what it is. So Dallas gets punched in the newts regularly. I mean, I don't even understand how that's always happening to us. But just like that last second change, Maher's been kicking great so far all season since he replaced Bailey. Sorry, Dan. But yeah, since he replaced him, he had been doing well. And then
he was like a great kicker.
number 2.
Great
number 2 in the NFL, man.
But he was like my go-to
in fantasy too. Mm-hmm. Mine too. Yeah. But I'm saying this Maher kid he's dope. Like I said, they couldn't compensate for the additional 5-yard penalty that was received, and then on top of that, there was the wind and all that garbage that they kept mentioning during the broadcast. So wind played a factor in the end for sure. But my point is had the coaching been better, we'd have been closer. We'd have probably got the 3, and everything would have been great. But you called in a run play with 12 seconds on the clock, which who does that? Even me on the couch was like, dude, we take one shot downfield, we either make it or we don't, and then we have time to try to kick this 49-yarder. You know what I'm saying? Or 48 or 47 or what it was.
They defeated themselves.
Yeah, always. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't take your own sack out and punch it. That's not that's not how you're supposed to work that, man.
That's what those are for.
You know?
That's not what those are for.
Somebody else kicks you in the sack, you take that, you go, and you got to roll on. You might even punch that dude. But you don't extract your own satchel and sock that sucker.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I guess we'll wrap up this NFL chat with good luck this season, my friend. Our division always comes down to stupidity, dude, because by the end of the season, the only thing you're asking yourself is, who's playing people in our division? Because that's who's not going anywhere.
Right.
So basically, it's almost spot record in the NFC East, which is just sad because I just feel like we got like we used to be a fair division, man. You knew you were playing.
Really? Because if you knew you were playing anybody from the East, like,
you knew your lunch might get ate.
Yeah, man.
On that very day.
Yeah.
Now you pose no threat. It's like, oh, you're gonna play the NFC Powder Puff League.
Right.
What? So yeah, we're on it, dudes. Y'all better get on y'all's though, for real, because we be watching y'all and supporting y'all all these years. I gotta take a lot of abuse for when y'all screw up, man. I gotta take a lot of abuse when y'all win. Give me something to hold my chest out for. I don't just want to keep getting sucker punched. But nonetheless,
funny,
yo,
I wear my Giants gear and I go out and people are like, "I'm sorry." I'm like,
at least they say that. Some people like. I know that everybody
like, dude. I'm like,
but here's the thing.
That's not necessary.
At least they're like doing it like that, right? Like, as people see me, the first thing they let me know is that Dallas Cowboy fans suck, that we're all rude, and that I should and that I should take my shirt off and go put on something else. Now, that's 3 fucking insults. Pardon my French, but that's 3 insults that I didn't deliver to you. Because when I usually see somebody's jersey or whatever it is they wear, because I do enjoy the sport, I usually try to find something to compliment their team on. Like, hey, a dude that was wearing a Rams jersey, I told him, hey, your team's rocking. My team's not doing so hot. And then he was kind of cool. And then there was another dude that I talked to, and I complimented his Vikings, and he's an older gentleman, and he was cool. But for the most part, I've had even old women standing in line at the grocery store look at me and tell me, you need to change that shirt. Like, wow, this old lady want to get gully over some NFL football. I didn't even know you was on it like that. So there's been plenty of times. Like I told my man, Jay, congratulations one time. And he told me that Dallas Cowboy fans suck and our team is overrated. And I was like, damn. I was saying, congratulations, sir. So,
What's his team? What's he like?
He's the Rams, I believe.
Yeah.
But the craziest thing.
Because he's St. Louis. Yeah,
word. So the thing is that
I don't know. Maybe ever since they
I
got
just
to
think
LA,
that
there was a big ego boost.
Well, I just think that people are rude outside of Dallas fans, and y'all are actually the ruder people because y'all always got something to say to somebody if they just happen to hold or cherish their squad. But I will let you know that I'll never back down. I'm going to be a Dallas fan, and I got thousands of pieces of Dallas Cowboy paraphernalia to include the license plate on my whip. So, with that, I'm going to shut up and stop talking about NFL stuff because that's like a grip of time, but we'll get back on that topic anytime y'all want. What we do want to tell y'all is right down here, there's a subscribe button. Hit that for us, man. Join us again, you know what I'm saying? And you can give us a thumbs up. Also want to mention that if you have any comments about today that you want to discuss, i.e. anything that we discussed that you would like to comment on, do that down there as well. Yeah. And last but not least, any topics that you guys might want to discuss in the future, grooming, food, cooking, dad, dude, man stuff,
cleaning, hip-hop, music.
Anything about being who we are as parents and dads, let us know down there, again, in the comment section. And hit subscribe. Just a friendly reminder, even though we did that a few seconds ago.
Click that bell.
Indeed, right?
We appreciate it.
Dopeness. Word. So this is Dadchop, where we chop it up, dad style. Give me the subscription, son. Subscribe.
Today.